Welcome to my YouTube channel. And the purpose of this channel is to share with you the knowledge that I have. I'm speaking strictly from a student of the field. I am learning. I listen to podcasts. I read lots of books on a daily basis to continue to educate myself on topics involving personal growth, well-being, motivational things to help one be a better self. One of the things that I have found out through life experience, I have 3 kids. I'm a divorced mother. I am a school leader. Work with lots of kids on a daily basis, see lots of things. Is what you tell yourself is what you start to believe. So the words that you speak out of your mouth creates your reality. So remember to always speak positive words. One of the things I want to talk about today is a very important book in my life. I remember reading this probably 20 years ago. Started to read it, but didn't finish it. I should have finished it. So now I'm back on this personal growth journey thing. You know, kids are older, life happens. And I promised myself that I was going to, since graduating from college and with several degrees, that you have to continue to grow and educate yourself. And the only way that you can do that is through reading. Reading is the avenue to growing and learning more. So I've been reading this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Robert, what is his name? Robert. I promise I will put his name down and give him credit. His last name starts with a K, very long last name. But I've been reading this book, and the main focus of the book, the reason why it's so popular, it's been a bestseller, and it still continues to sell to this day, is that it teaches life lessons. There's a life lesson in the book that talks about 2 dads. So you have his dad that was book educated through school, and then his friend's dad who was educated through the trials of life. So he learned by doing, and the other dad learned by listening to others tell him how to be. So think about it. That's kind of the way life is set up. We tell our kids to go to school, go get a job, you can be successful, but in reality, life is quite different. It's not always easy to get a job after you go to school. You get out of school with a lot of debt. There's things that you have to start doing right away. You have to start living. You have bills, you have rent, you might not get that job to pay for all those things that you thought you could get by having a college degree. So the rich dad, which he called the dad that owned the store that worked hard, his friend's dad was considered rich because of all the life lessons he taught him. He taught them how to work in the store for pennies because there was the need. You had to develop the need and the tenacity and the resilience to work for things for very little money before you get to the money. And I think that's so true today. So thinking about right now, I'm starting this channel, and this is my very first video, and I was just like, you know what? Myron Golden says be, do, have, and I say be, do, learn. And he might have said that too. But have no fears. Until you start something, you don't learn how to do it. So stop trying to learn how to do things and just get over the fear and just jump in and do it. So I have this passion about learning about financial literacy, and just like Napoleon Hill, the book Think and Grow Rich. Super popular book. I read a couple of his books already. That's definitely a legend. That book has also changed my life. And it teaches you how to live and manage your money. We go to school all these years and no one ever tells us the secret of handling money and managing money. There's been people that have gained wealth, lost wealth, because they weren't told how to manage their money. So I want to make sure that I share my passion about learning how to grow wealth. I'm on that journey to grow wealth. I make a very good income for myself. I'm doing very well. Now that my kids are older, things that I get go to myself. And I can start investing and doing different things. But teaching financial literacy to our kids is a must. They sit behind walls in desks, and they're taught how to speak, read properly, create grammatical sentences, correct grammatical errors, do geometry, algebra, all of these things. And just as of late, our school started teaching money skills and finances. So the need to learn how to manage a checking account, how to debits and credits, and any kid can get a credit card today and run it up, not pay it because they don't have the money, and start out with very low credit scores. So these things are very important, financial literacy. And one of the main things that you can do is get yourself and your kids in front of topics around financial literacy. I had years ago bought the Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey's worth multi-millions of dollars. Built this big studio in Franklin, Tennessee, and it's been sending the same message for 30 years. Financial literacy is super important in your well-being. I think it's called Financial Peace University. I remember buying that years ago, listening to his tapes and the envelope method and putting cash in your envelope so you don't run up credit cards. You only spend what you have. It is super important for us to start our children off the right way and stop letting them think that I hate to say it, that money grows on trees, because it doesn't. The money comes from my pocketbook and all the hard work that I've done, and that's why you have what you have. And if we could teach our kids to work for things at an early age, and not thinking that in showing them the importance of money and not devaluing it. A lot of people want to pay their kids chores, pay their kids to work for chores, when that's just part of being the family. Being in a family is responsibility and doing jobs. I heard this one guy mention, I can't remember if it was, when I look him up, I'll put his name and give him credit for this, because it was wonderful. He said that his dad paid them to read books. The more books they read is how much money they got. So instead of doing chores, which was a waste of time, anybody can learn to clean a house, but to read books is going to help him in his future and his future success. I love that. Love that, love that, love that. I'm going to keep spreading that word if I can. But please stay tuned. Like and subscribe to this video. There will be more to come. This is my first episode. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. We'll be talking about other books that hopefully will enhance your well-being and enhance your financial future and your personal growth. Thank you for staying tuned, and more to come next time. See ya.